Please remain standing for the invocation by Chaplain Robert Lawrence. Following the invocation, we ask that you join in singing the national anthem led by Sharon Lovett.
Let us pray. O God, the greatness and beauty of whose work surrounds us from daybreak to sunset, let us pause to reflect on the message you daily proclaim through nature. Let her variety, her beauty, her productivity, and her vulnerability tell us of her readiness to care for us and of our need to care for her. Help us, dear Lord, to rediscover the ties that bind us in a common family. Correct our distorted vision and corrupted faith so that instead of regarding unique abilities as grounds for separation, we will recognize them as gifts for the community. So that instead of regarding education as a license for a special privilege, we will recognize it as a passport to special responsibility. So that instead of regarding differences as an excuse or excuses for conflict, we will recognize them as instruments of peace. And so that instead of regarding work as a job to be endured, we will recognize it as a calling to embrace. Amen.
Please be seated. And welcome to the 99th graduation ceremony at Woodward Academy. Students of the class 1999, as your class president, Paul Billingsley, told you last night, you have been one of the greatest classes in Woodward's history. And I measure that by how you've treated each other. Of the 9 classes I've watched graduate, your class has shown the greatest respect for each other. And that is a magnificent accomplishment. And I hope as you go forward in your lives, you will remember the lessons of sharing and caring for others, which you have learned and for which you have illustrated to the rest of us here at Woodward. So I'm proud of you. I look forward in a few minutes to presenting each of you with your diploma, and know that you will always have a special place with me, but much more importantly with the Academy. We're a part of your history now. You are a part of us. You are truly a part of the Woodward family. I'd also like to say to the faculty, as I have said every year, that indeed you, the faculty, the teachers, are the heart and soul of the Academy. Being a teacher is difficult work, I know, because I was and I am one. It requires countless hours at home, after school, during the summer, before school in the morning, getting up early and staying late and working Saturdays and Sundays. And I congratulate you. I think we have had an outstanding year, and the faculty have led the way. It's your courage, your commitment, and your caring which defines the essence of Woodward Academy. You are truly the heart and soul of the school, and once again, it is my privilege to congratulate you, the teachers, on your success, which is so beautifully illustrated today by this absolutely wonderful senior class. At this time, I would like to introduce a graduate of the Academy of 1961, father of 2 graduates, the chairman of the board of Woodward Academy, Mr. Ben F. Johnson III.
We gather here today as students, teachers, families, and friends for our 99th commencement, the concluding commencement of our first century. What a difference a year makes. As I stood here this time last year, I announced that we intended to release the spirit of Woodward from cramped, confining, and inadequate physical facilities, that we would commence the construction of a new lower school, a new athletic complex, and as soon as we could remove the graduation chairs, we would begin expanding Richardson Hall and developing the Melizia Amphitheater, where we would celebrate graduation in 1999. There may have been a few doubts then. There may have been a few doubts earlier this week. But as you look around today, you will see the physical manifestation of renewal at Woodward. Next, what a difference a decade makes. As we celebrated commencement 10 years ago, we were deeply into the process of searching for a new president. Later that year, we selected Tom Jackson to serve as the Academy's 5th president. His service to this school and to each of us over the past decade has been more than anyone could have imagined or hoped for. And over the course of the next year, there will be many opportunities for us to talk about the accomplishments at Woodward under Tom's leadership. But today, as we are once again deeply into a presidential search, I would ask you to join me in expressing our profound gratitude for what Tom Jackson has meant and continues to mean to Woodward Academy. What a difference a century makes. In 1899, in the place where we celebrate today, there sat an empty school building covered by weeds and vines right where Brewster Hall now stands. Southern Military Academy, which had opened its doors in 1895, struggled for 2 years and then closed. It stood as an empty reminder of unfulfilled dreams. At that same time, Colonel and Mrs. John Charles Woodward were living and working in Noonan, Georgia, where Colonel Woodward was the superintendent of schools. City leaders in College Park were wondering whether anyone would be willing to take on the long and difficult struggle of building the school that they had earlier dreamed of as the centerpiece of a small community that they had named College Park, which was on the outskirts of an emerging, bustling Atlanta. In the spring of 1900, Colonel and Mrs. Woodward decided to leave the relative security of a salaried position in Noonan for an uncertain future, a future that in fact led to nearly 40 years of continuous and uninterrupted struggle to build this school. The century that is ending has witnessed Woodward's emergence as the largest independent school in the continental United States. Thousands of students have been touched by hundreds of teachers. The monuments that are in our midst behind our graduates today bear the names of dozens of students who left this campus to fight and die in World Wars I, II, the Korean War, and in Vietnam. Others have gone on to positions of leadership in the military, government service, business, and the professions. Many of our graduates have come back to reinvest their lives here as parents, teachers, administrators, and benefactors. So all of that is to say that this is a hallowed place and that we are gathered for an historic event. The class of 1999 represents the culmination of Woodward's first century. And today we celebrate the achievements of these 240 graduates who have spent an average of 7 years here, 41 of whom have spent their entire academic lives at Woodward. We celebrate the achievements of the parents and families who have loved them and sacrificed to send them here. We celebrate the achievement of teachers who have nurtured their talents and now watch with pride as they move on to great colleges and universities all over America. The 240 seniors in this year's class filed over 1,100 applications to over 200 different colleges and universities. They have received 742 acceptances to 187 colleges and will in fact attend 93 different colleges across the United States. Every single member of the class has been accepted to one or more four-year colleges. The top 16 students had an average SAT of almost 1,500, with 2 having perfect SAT scores of 1,600. Members of the class were admitted to the most competitive colleges and universities in the United States, including Harvard, Princeton, Yale, Cornell, Dartmouth, Pennsylvania, Duke, Johns Hopkins, MIT, Northwestern, Chicago, Michigan, and on and on. The class set a new school record for earned scholarship money with a total of $3.6 million, nearly $600,000 in Hope Scholarship money. It had 81 seniors receiving merit scholarship money valued at $5,000 or more, and 52 receiving merit scholarship money valued at $20,000 or more. 28% of this year's graduates will attend college in Georgia at schools such as Atlanta College of Art, Berry, Clark Atlanta, Emory, the University of Georgia, Georgia Tech, Georgia State, and the other units of the university system, Mercer, Morehouse, Oglethorpe, the Savannah College of Art and Design, and Spelman. 46% of the class will attend college in other southeastern states at institutions such as Auburn, Clemson, the College of Charleston, Florida A&M, Florida State, Furman, Rhodes, Rollins, Stanford, Sweetbriar, Tulane, the University of Alabama, the University of Florida, the University of Kentucky, the University of Maryland, the University of Miami, the University of North Carolina, the University of the South, the University of South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, Vanderbilt, Wake Forest, and many others. 26% of the class will be attending colleges outside the southeastern United States, like Arizona State, Boston College, Boston University, Colorado State, Cornell, Dartmouth, George Washington, Georgetown, Harvard, NYU, Pomona, Purdue, Rochester Institute of Technology, the University of Chicago, the University of Colorado, the University of Denver, the University of Hartford, the University of Massachusetts, the University of Michigan, the University of Rochester, the University of Southern California, Washington University, Webster, Yale, and many others. Georgia Military Academy started out as a boarding school. Woodward is now a day school. The school started as a military school focused substantially on military education. And military was eliminated in the 1960s in order to provide a fuller array of academic programs, athletic programs, visual and performing arts programs, which would better serve the full range of student needs. The school started as an all-male and an all-white school. It now represents probably the most diverse student population of any independent school in America. Woodward has regularly adapted to the changing world around it. And what gives me the most confidence about the school and the most confidence about its graduates is its ability to instill values of self-criticism and self-evaluation, and its openness to change and self-renewal. Woodward understands that our future is our children. Indeed, the community that binds each of us together today is our commitment to our children and our faith in the future which they will build after we are gone. The focus of Woodward values has been and will be not on those values that divide, but on those values that unite. Dedication to the value of the individual, a belief that every person deserves the opportunities to succeed, a belief in community and the importance of working toward shared goals and common ends, an appreciation for differences and pride in understanding diversity and our common humanity, a sense of responsibility that believes and acts on the proposition that for those for whom much is given, much is required, and a faith in the future that embraces change, even change over which we have no control, with a sense of excitement and enthusiasm. So this is my hope for Woodward as we begin a new century. It is my hope for the members of the class of 1999 as you commence your lives beyond our campus. Woodward has been blessed in ways too numerous to mention. We've been blessed by a faculty whose commitment is deep and unending, and we have been blessed by parents like you today who have entrusted us with your children. We've been blessed by the financial generosity of parents and alumni whose contributions permit us to provide facilities and programs to enrich successive generations of students. And our work never ends. As we complete $17 million of capital investments in our future, we're raising the last $5 million of that amount. Michael Carlos, whose generosity has been time and time again responsible for challenging us to be not the best, but the very best, has permitted me to announce today a $1 million centennial gift to challenge us to complete this phase of our development efforts so that we can start our second century by getting on with the next phase of what needs to be done to make this not the best, but the very best school anywhere. Thank you, Michael, for continuing to challenge us in so many ways. So we salute the class of 1999. We're proud of what you've done while you've been with us. We look forward to watching you build on the foundations that have been laid here. We enlist you as alumni and future parents to join with us in continuing to build the dream of Colonel and Mrs. Woodward so that Woodward will be a beacon for the future, even as parents and graduates, faculty, and friends gather here 100 years from today. Thank you.
Speaking for the class of 1999, Jana Koss.
Thank you. Honorable Governing Board, Administration, faculty, guests, and classmates, I regard it as the foremost task of education to ensure the survival of these qualities: an enterprising curiosity, undefeatable spirit, tenacity in pursuit, readiness for sensible self-denial, and above all, compassion. Whether we have attended Woodward for 2 years or 12, these words of Kurt Hahn, founder of the Outward Bound program, are also the qualities which our school has instilled in us. Imbued with these attributes, we as Woodward graduates will have the foundation to succeed in any endeavor we may choose, if we are wise enough to use them correctly. Every opportunity for every student does not end after graduation. Just as our names are forever inscribed into the foundation of this very structure we sit before today, Woodward Academy and the intangible gifts it has bestowed upon us will forever be inscribed into our own foundations. Every graduate here today is, in his or her own unique way, a Woodward success. And having demonstrated the ingenuity and perseverance to reach this point, the challenge lies with us to maximize the potential of our invaluable education and its resources in the future. One can apply Hahn's words, as well as the Woodward motto, beyond the academic realm and into the numerous other aspects of student life. All of the mentioned qualities, curiosity, spirit, tenacity, self-denial, and compassion, describe the many faces of this class of 1999, define our success, and distinguish our class from any other. Spending a day with one of us, in the classroom, on the playing field, on stage, or in interaction with fellow students, surely displays how each individual graduate, in his or her own right, embraces Hahn's essential qualities. With an enterprising curiosity, aided by the guidance of our selfless teachers, we have transformed our classrooms, 4 walls and several rows of chairs, into vibrant, animated hubs of learning, exuding with the energy of challenge and debate. In the process, we asked questions, received answers, and turned around to question those very answers we were given. If the walls of Brewster Hall could talk, they would tell of all the times they witnessed students in motivated pursuit of that which they needed not, but instead wanted to know. With readiness for self-denial and compassion, we have made more pleasant the lives of families we will never meet, children we will never know. Though we may never hear a personal thanks, a family in this city enjoyed a more full and sustaining meal because of the cans we collected. A child in this town awoke to a better Christmas because of the toys we came together to give him. A student in this neighborhood feels more confident in her schoolwork because we opened our hearts and tutored her. In those same hearts lives the undefeatable spirit of Woodward Academy, seen in every football or basketball game, track or swim meet, tennis match or soccer tournament. The spirit that loses with dignity but wins with even more. The spirit we display today, clad in hats and robes of bold red. In this unique color of love, courage, and pride, we sit here today as one class united by these virtues and motivated by their power. So as you, the outside observer, look at these 238 graduates before you today, take note of how this spirit has poured out and over into our many accomplishments here at Woodward. How we have tenaciously pursued every avenue for developing our individuality. This 99th graduating class counts among its numbers myriads of captains, presidents, officers, and councilmen, many of whom hold more than one position, play multiple sports, and involve themselves in several school programs, all the while maintaining their grades and academic standards. Woodward students are, by definition it seems, the masters of time management. Fellow graduates, we now find ourselves rapidly approaching a new era in time, the 21st century, an uncharted future that we, the class of 1999, will pioneer. How will we manage that time? Will we be able to maintain our priorities and continue to exhibit Hahn's qualities in that time? An unknown author wrote of time as a bank, crediting each individual with $86,400 in seconds each morning, no balance carrying over, and none to be drawn against the next day. Our only option, therefore, is to spend every penny to make every second count. Every second we have spent here at Woodward, every ounce of energy we have exuded over the years, culminates in an extraordinary investment we each have made in our own futures. Today and every time henceforth that we find the need to manage the time of an uncharted future, every time we question our ability to hold on to our priorities, we will find ourselves falling back on those essential qualities we once learned in high school, succeeding on the returns of a profitable investment made so many years beforehand. Most importantly, we will find ourselves sharing these returns with the world shaped by the dreams we hold today for a future soon to lie in our hands. It's quite a responsibility to heap upon the shoulders of 18-year-olds, this notion of leading the world into the future, taking over for our parents and teachers, and properly rearing the next generation. Few of us today can confidently declare ourselves ready to face this challenge, to leave childhood insecurities behind this very morning, and to begin life tomorrow as fully responsible adults. Fewer still visibly demonstrate the focus necessary to run this frantic world. However, as young and foolish as we may act, as fearful as we may feel in not knowing exactly what we plan to do in the future, we all hold the potential to mold this world into that ideal society we envision for it. In that quest, our young minds presently operate as efficiently, it seems, as rapidly developing beehives, conspicuously irregular externally, but delicately sculpted internally. The hive houses thousands of worker bees who diligently slave without question, never fully understanding why they are doing what they are doing. We as students often feel similar to these bees in our own efforts, frenetically straining toward an undefined, ephemeral goal. However, just as opening the hive and examining it from the inside displays one of nature's most exquisite geometric masterpieces, examining our own minds from the inside displays an equally astounding labyrinth of complex knowledge and potential for success. Each wild, swarming thought contributes to the ultimate goal, the birth of new ideas and the continued growth of our own minds, stimulated by those 5 priceless qualities Han defined for us, Woodward presented to us, and we now treasure in ourselves. As the 20th century comes to a close, we find ourselves offering a bit of unmerited praise in recalling the problems we have solved in this world. True, this century gave transportation a new image and made travel accessible to everyone, but now we live with a hole in our sky and pollutants in our air. Recent years have connected individuals across the globe by way of a highly complex communication network that now has to be monitored for improper or dangerous behavior. In light of this paradox, we cried in fear and sorrow at recent displays of violence in our schools, all the while wishing to maintain a strong, ballistic military presence on a foreign Bosnian front. For these reasons and more, I challenge the class of 1999, in passing by those Ivy gates one last time, to recognize issues and to make the effort to improve this world in the millennium to come, all the while sharing with it the invaluable gifts we have received here at Woodward Academy, the gifts of curiosity, spirit, tenacity, readiness for self-denial, and most importantly, compassion. In doing this, we, the graduates, will have the ability to bestow upon future generations that blessing which has brought us here today, which is to give every opportunity to every student yet to come. There lies before us a future wherein the possibilities are endless. So in embracing this future, let us maximize our potential, make every second count, and continue to let our minds grow and develop into their own intricate labyrinths of knowledge. Only then will we truly have brought justice to our efforts and change to this world. Thank you.
Thank you, Jana. I would ask that Gavin Davis, Jennifer Swope, Justin Astaros, Anthony Webb, Kofi Abaka, Stephanie Warshaw, and Evan Bornstein to come to the steps to my right. The Morris Award will be announced by Ms. Nancy Boston, Associate Headmistress of the Primary School, and presented by Ms. Marie Nygren, Class of '78, and a member of our Governing Board.
The Morris Award is given annually to the senior who, in the opinion of the faculty, has made the most significant contribution to the religious life and Christian environment within the school community. The award is made available by Mr. and Mrs. Fred R. Morris in honor of Janet and Fred R. Morris, Jr., class of 1968. The winner this year is Gavin Wade Davis. Gavin is the son of Mr. and Mrs. William Davis of Marietta. He entered Woodward in the 10th grade. Gavin has been a member of the chorus, the swim team, the Boys State program, student venture, and is involved in his church youth group. Graduating magna cum laude, Gavin will attend Furman University.
The Brewster Awards will be announced by Dean Elaine Carroll, Dean of Students, and presented by Captain William R. Brewster, Jr., class of 1937, and the third president of GMA Woodward Academy.
The Brewster Awards are given annually by Captain and Mrs. William R. Brewster, Jr. to the young man and young woman of the graduating class who, in the judgment of the Dean of Students, have displayed unusual courage by standing up for what is right and proper. The winners this year are Jennifer Lee Swope and Justin Flores Estaras. Jennifer is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Paul S. Swope of Noonan. She entered Woodward in the 3rd grade. Jennifer has been a member of the volleyball team, the discipline committee, the yearbook staff, and is active in her church youth group. She plans to attend Xavier University in Ohio on the Presidential Scholarship. Justin is the son of Dr. and Mrs. Jovito Estaras of Jonesboro. He entered Woodward in pre-kindergarten. He has been a member of the Interact Club, the newspaper staff, Senior Philosophy Seminar, the Discipline Committee, and the Environmental Awareness Club. Justin won the 1st place in the piano competition sponsored by the Georgia Music Educators Association. Graduating summa cum laude, Justin will attend Emory University as an Emory Scholar and as the recipient of the Yiannopoulos Scholarship.
The Benison Awards will be announced by Mr. Lee Vinson, Associate Headmaster of Woodward North, and presented by Mr. Larry Thompson, a member of the Woodward Academy Governing Board.
The Benenson Award, sponsored annually by Mr. James Benenson, class of 1954, is given to the student chosen by the faculty as an outstanding citizen in the school community. The award is presented this year to Anthony Marquez Webb. Anthony is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Charles Webb of Atlanta. He entered Woodward in the 8th grade. Anthony has been a member of the Honor Council, the band, and the basketball team. Graduating magna cum laude, Anthony plans to attend Dartmouth College.
The Colonel John R. Burnett Awards will be announced by Dean Russell Slider, Director of Admissions, and presented by Ms. Kitty Dukehart, a member of the Woodward Academy Governing Board.
The Colonel John R. Burnett Award is given to the student chosen by the faculty as the one who possesses character of the highest moral excellence. The award is given by the class of 1958 in memory of Colonel John R. Burnett, longtime Commandant of Georgia Military Academy. Winning the award this year is Samuel Kofi Abaka. Kofi is the son of Mr. Matthew Abaka and Ms. Christina Amahiri. He entered Woodward in the 8th grade. Kofi has been a member of the chorus, the Excel Club, basketball team, peer leadership, the Honor Council. Voted friendliest by his class members, Kofi will attend Furman University.
The Civitan Awards will be announced by Mr. Ed Notestein, Associate Headmaster of the Busey School, and presented by Mr. Russ Welch, a member of the Woodward Academy Governing Board.
The Civitan Award is given by the Civitan Clubs of East Point and College Park, and it is presented to the student chosen by the faculty as one who has demonstrated outstanding traits of citizenship during the school year. The award this year goes to Stephanie Heather Warshaw. Stephanie is the daughter of Dr. and Mrs. Barry Warshaw of Stone Mountain. She entered Woodward Academy in the 8th grade. Stephanie has been a member of the tennis team, peer leadership, French club, and junior Civitan. She is voted friendliest by her classmates. Stephanie plans to attend Clemson University.
The McKay Awards will be announced by Mr. Bill Cobb, Associate Headmaster of the Lower School, and presented by Dr. Tony Malizia Jr., Class of 1971, and a member of the Woodward Academy Governing Board.
The McKay Award, given by the late Mrs. J.W.C. McKay and her sons, J.W.C. McKay Jr., Class of 1957, and C. Douglas McKay, Class of 1958, honors the memory of Colonel J.W.C. McKay, who lived a life of service as a member of the Academy faculty for more than 30 years. The award is given to the student who has rendered the greatest service to the Academy. The recipient this year is Evan Scott Borenstein. Evan is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Aaron Borenstein of Atlanta. He entered Woodward in the 7th grade. Evan has been a member of the Spanish Club, the Key Club, Math Team, and WATV. He served this year as the student body president. Voted most likely to succeed and graduating summa cum laude, Evan plans to attend the University of Virginia as an Eccles Scholar.
The Salutatory Award will be announced by Mr. Dave Chandler, Associate Headmaster of the Middle School, and presented by Mr. R.L. Brand, Vice Chairman of the Governing Board, Class of 1935, and a member of the Woodward Academy Governing Board.
The salutatory award is given to the senior with the second highest academic average over 4 years of work in the upper school. This year, our salutatorian is Mesrop Armen Najarian. Mesrop is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Armen Najarian of McDonough. He entered Woodward in the 10th grade. Mesrop has been a member of the art club, the math team, the academic team, and is involved with church youth group. Graduating summa cum laude, salutatorian, and a National Merit Scholar, Mesrop plans to attend Yale University.
The Carlos Valedictory Award, given by Mr. Michael C. Carlos, class of 1944, and a member of the governing board, is presented to the senior who maintains the highest academic average over 4 years of work in the upper school. The class of 1999 has co-valedictorians Anjali Bose-Kalana and Devin Powell. The award The awards will be presented by Mr. Michael Carlos. Anjali is the daughter of Doctors R. and Indira Kalana. She entered Woodward Academy in the kindergarten at the Busey School. Anjali has been a member of the Senior Philosophy Seminar and the Algonquin Circle. She served as captain of the academic team and the National Ocean Science Bowl team. Voted most intelligent by her classmates, Anjali will attend Harvard University. Devin is the son of Mr. and Ms. Perry Powell. He entered Woodward Academy in the 2nd grade. Devin has been a member of the math team, Silent Voices, the Interact Club, Peer Leadership, the academic team, the chorus, the Senior Philosophy Seminar, and the Algonquin Circle. In addition, he has held a leading role in a number of theatrical productions over the years. Voted most intelligent by his classmates, Devin will attend Harvard University.
Catlin Barr, Paul Robert Billingsley Jr., Kristen Bailey Cave, James Troy Chafin IV, Mariah Nicole Craven, Samantha Lauren Earnhardt, Adam Price Mathis, and Camise Lorianne Wright. Laura is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Larry Accardi of Atlanta. She entered Woodward in the 9th grade. Laura has been a member of the French Club, Junior Civitan, Peer Leadership, the cheerleading team, and was a Regal Eagle winner. She will attend the University of Mississippi. Lindsay is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Todd Barr of Stone Mountain. She entered Woodward in the 8th grade. Lindsay has been a member of Peer Leadership, the Atlanta Dance Works Performing Company, the Key Club, and is involved in the Big Brother, Big Sister program. Graduating magna cum laude, she will attend Wake Forest University. Paul is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Paul Billingsley Sr. of College Park. He entered Woodward in pre-kindergarten. Paul has been a member of the football team, the basketball team, peer leadership, and is the senior class president this year. Voted most athletic and graduating cum laude, Paul will attend Furman University on a football scholarship. Bailey is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Tom Cave of Jonesboro. She entered Woodward in the 9th grade. Bailey has been an alumni ambassador, a member of peer leadership, the soccer team, junior Civitan, and she entertained our football fans as the War Eagle mascot. Bailey plans to attend Auburn University, another War Eagle. JT is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Jim Chafin of McDonough. He entered Woodward in the 7th grade. JT has been a member of the chorus, the French Club, the Hunger Task Force, the Interact Club, and has starred in numerous theater productions. Graduating cum laude, JT will attend St. John's College. Mariah is the daughter of Dr. Deborah Carlton and Dr. William Craven. She entered Woodward in the 9th grade. Mariah has been a member of the golf team, the flag corps, and the band. She was a Vox summer intern in writing. Mariah plans to attend Boston University. Samantha is the daughter of Miss Lorraine Rooney German and Mr. Kent Earnhardt. She entered Woodward in pre-kindergarten. Samantha has been a member of the Spanish Club, the Interact Club, the Mock Trial Team, and the Literary Magazine staff. Graduating magna cum laude and a National Hispanic Scholar, Samantha will attend the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Adam is the son of Miss Addie Mathis and Mr. Ben Mathis. He entered Woodward in the 8th grade. Adam has been a member of the Spanish Club, the German Club, the Interact Club, the Juggling Club, the Multicultural Club, the Chorus, and has also starred in numerous theater productions. Voted most talented, Adam plans to attend Florida State University. Camise is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. William Wright. She entered Woodward in the 10th grade. Camise has been a member of peer leadership, basketball team, and the track team. Last Saturday, she won a state championship in the 400 meters. She plans to attend the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill.
The Master Student Award will be announced by Mr. Roger Sloan, Academic Dean, and presented by Mr. Charlie Pike, class of 1949, and a member of the Woodward Academy Governing Board.
The Master Student Award winner this year is Pamela K. Allen. The Master Student Award is presented to the senior who, in the opinion of the faculty, has demonstrated excellence in leadership, intellect, spiritual influence, and extracurricular activities. Pam is the daughter of Dr. and Mrs. J. David Allen of Stone Mountain. She entered Woodward Academy in the 6th grade. Pam has been a member of the Outdoors Club, the Spanish Club, the National Honor Society, and peer leadership. She was also captain of the soccer team. Voted best all around and graduating magna cum laude, Pam plans to attend the University of Georgia.
The Gresham Award will be announced by Mr. David R. McCollum, headmaster-elect of the upper school, and presented by Mr. Ed Andrews, a member of the Woodward Academy Governing Board.
The Gresham Award is the highest honor the Academy can bestow upon a graduating senior. It is given in memory of Dr. Richard C. Gresham, class of 1907, and member of the Academy Governing Board, to the student who is considered by the faculty as best all around in terms of leadership, intellect, spiritual influence, and extracurricular achievement. The Gresham Award this year is presented to Devin Clark Powell. Mr. Wolf has already told you about all of Devin's accomplishments and the fact that he is co-valedictorian of his class, National Merit Scholar, and plans to attend Harvard University. Devin will also receive the Atlanta Journal Cup, which is annually presented to the senior voted by the faculty as best all around.
We would like for all graduation award winners to gather at the steps in front of the platform immediately following the commencement so that we may take your photograph. The graduation issue of the student newspaper will be distributed to the senior families here in front of Richardson Hall after the awarding of the diplomas. The senior class will be presented by Mr. David R. McCollum, headmaster-elect, and the diplomas will be awarded by Mr. A. Tom Jackson, President of Woodward Academy, and Mr. Ben F. Johnson, Chairman of the Governing Board.
Mr. Johnson, Mr. Jackson, Mr. Wolf, on behalf of the faculty, I am proud to present to you the class of 1999. Anjali Ellen Bose-Kalanu, valedictorian, summa cum laude, National Merit Scholar, Harvard University. Devin Clark Powell, valedictorian, summa cum laude, National Merit Scholar, Harvard University. Mesrop Armin Najarian, salutatorian, summa cum laude, National Merit Scholar, Yale University. Diana Messina Abalera, summa cum laude, Boston College. Justin Hanson Alexander, summa cum laude, Harvard University. Evan Scott Bornstein, summa cum laude, the University of Virginia, Eccles Scholar. Catherine Clark Brewer, summa cum laude, the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Christopher David Casto, summa cum laude, Berry College Athletic Scholarship, Academic Scholarship. Deborah Louise Dixon, summa cum laude, Wake Forest University. Justin Flores Estares, summa cum laude, Emory University, Chris A. Yiannopoulos Scholarship, Emory Scholar. Amanda Marie Guffey, summa cum laude, Boston College. Brittany Hart Hillman, summa cum laude, Washington University, St. Louis, Dean's Scholarship. Lance Richard Ingwerson, summa cum laude, Rhodes College, University Scholar. Jana Faye Koss, summa cum laude, the University of Pennsylvania. Meredith Lynn Kohler, summa cum laude, the University of Georgia. James Philip Thatcher Lower, summa cum laude, the University of Michigan. Kristen Ray Mativier, summa cum laude, the University of Georgia Honors Program. Melissa May O'Brien, summa cum laude, National Merit Finalist, the Georgia Institute of Technology. Maureen C. Prees, summa cum laude, National Merit Finalist, University of Pennsylvania Wharton School of Business. Sean Avram Rotenberg, summa cum laude, Emory University. Joe Shimizu, summa cum laude, the Georgia Institute of Technology. Kristen Elizabeth Stone, summa cum laude, Furman University, Chick-fil-A Achievement Scholarship. Stuart Ryan Warner, summa cum laude, the University of Chicago. Lucy Day Wirtz, summa cum laude, National Merit Scholar, the University of Chicago. Jennifer Helen Williams, summa cum laude, Georgetown University. Stacy Drazen Wallman, summa cum laude, the University of Michigan. Pamela K. Allen, magna cum laude, the University of Georgia. Lindsay Caitlin Barr, magna cum laude, Wake Forest University. Seth Britton Chandler, magna cum laude, Worcester Polytechnic Institute. Gavin Wade Davis, magna cum laude, Furman University. James Edward Dills, magna cum laude, Emory University. David Samuel Dix, magna cum laude, the University of Michigan. Samantha Lauren Earnhardt, magna cum laude, National Hispanic Scholar, the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Marcus Bernard Faustin, magna cum laude, the Georgia Institute of Technology. Cindy Lane Gronberg, magna cum laude, the Georgia Institute of Technology. Christopher Lee Heron, magna cum laude, the University of South Carolina Athletic Scholarship. Timothy Francis Kennedy, magna cum laude, Emory University. Christine Choi Kim, magna cum laude, the University of Georgia. Amy K. Kumar, magna cum laude, the Georgia Institute of Technology. Matthew William Lassiter, magna cum laude, the Georgia Institute of Technology.